Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Vikeejeah, and I'm here to talk to you about my favorite Sephora Pro brushes. So, if you've watched my channel, you know that I am obsessed with Sephora Pro brushes. Among other brushes, I love makeup brushes in general. Tools are my weakness, but I especially love Sephora Pro brushes. Sephora Pro has been um, like a mainstay no matter what other brushes I use. In all of my makeup tutorials, I have used at least one Sephora Pro brush, and it's because I love the quality of their brushes. They are expensive, on, like, I don't know, on the high end, I guess, high end side of brush prices, but as their name states, they are for professional use or pro grade brushes, and you can buy kits. You can certainly get yourself like a makeup artist kit. They have one for I think $4.95 or something. I don't own it because I'm not, I mean, I do makeup freelance, but I wouldn't call myself a makeup artist necessarily. But as far as personal use, I really, really enjoy these brushes. They never fail me. And Sephora remains on the cutting edge of innovation with some of their more specialty brush styles, and I'm going to talk to you guys about my favorite ones. I'm going to talk about eye brushes first because I only have one to talk about. It is the number 28, and this is the Cream Shadow Brush. I have some ColourPop eyeshadows, which are kind of like a hybrid formula, kind of moussey, and then I also have some eyeshadow bases that are cream formulas. And so I found that my other brushes didn't really pick them up properly or disperse them properly or apply them properly. And so when I was looking on the Sephora website, I wasn't necessarily looking for a cream shadow brush, but I happened upon it and I was like, all right, well, I'll give it a shot. Purchased it, and I think it does a really good job of picking up the product. It looks like a cross between a flat shader brush and like a densely packed crease brush. So I think that's why it has really good pickup. The bristles are a little bit longer than your standard flat shader brush, so you could swirl it around, really pick it up, and apply it on like a large surface of your eyelid. Like it gets, a couple of sweeps to get the job done for you, and then you can turn it to the side here and blend the harsh lines out. I think it's really well made. Yeah, the handles, the ferrules, the handles, and the bristles are all top notch on these brushes. I haven't had any shedding, none. Some of these brushes I've had for almost 2 years, no shedding. The next brush is the number 76. This is the flat concealer brush. Now, absolutely, you can use it for its intended purpose, which is concealer. It's really great for cleaning up around your lips when you're doing any lipstick look, but mostly like, what do you call them? Liquid lipsticks. There you go. When you're doing liquid lipsticks, it works really well at cleaning up around your lips with concealer and blending it in. This is also really great for detail work on your eyebrows, cleaning up underneath your brows. And sometimes I use it as a shader brush. It's shaped really well for that, nice and flat, but not very often. I use it for what it's meant for, which is concealer, and it does a great job at applying concealer. The next brush I have for you guys is one that I used today, and this is the number 49 angled blush brush. It is so soft. It's perfectly angled. It's right at your cheeks. I like to start here and sweep up. You can also turn it to the side and sweep and blend as well. Blend it into your contour, blend it into your bronzer, blend it into your highlight. It's ridiculous. Look at that. Look at how soft. Now, you do have to break this one in. I will say that. I believe when I first purchased this, it was a little bit stiff and a little bit scratchy. So I would recommend maybe doing like this when you first get it. Just really kind of working it over or rubbing it, using it against like a towel or a textured surface just to break it in. But now that it has been broken in, it is so doggone soft and fluffy. Like this has widened since I started using it, and it picks up product beautifully. It disperses product beautifully. blends it in nicely. I haven't really found any choppiness with it when I use it. This is also, I think this would also really work very well as a contour brush because it is angled. So yeah, multifunctional, beautiful, soft, and awesome. So now on to my baby, my extra cute, extra special baby here. This is the number 55 airbrush. I don't even need to read it, y'all. Like that, I know this one because she's a magnificent multifunctional brush. And don't sweat this handle. It comes in black, just like all the other handles. This was like a limited edition one. I think they have a floral one as well. But this is the point right here, ferrule up. This is exactly, boom, what you get every single time. And it's sturdy, like it's, you know, it stands up pretty sturdy, but it's also these bristles on the end are just so fluffy and soft. And if you are trying to apply like a very lightweight foundation, like a water-based foundation or a serum-based foundation, I think this would work beautifully for that with nice buffing circular motions. I think it is best used for powder products, though. I will say that. It's such a lightweight brush that I think more than anything, this is ideal for powder products. So a powder foundation or a blush. I think a setting powder, this works really well for that too. Just anything that is lightweight that you want to build up slowly, or if you want to apply it lightly, this brush is perfect for that. Next brush has actually replaced my previous favorite contour brush from Sephora Pro. Get ready, because this is gonna blow your mind. Back when I did a brush favorites video, initially, I loved the 134 face blender. This was my contour queen, right? Because of the angle of the brush, it was just so perfect for blending in all your curved areas, like especially around your hairline and things like that, and even like right here. It's still ergonomically beautiful. However, I do feel like if you are not looking for harsh contour or strong contour, then I would avoid this brush and opt for this one instead. This is also a contour brush, which is, you know, teardrop shaped or tapered, I should say. It's a tapered brush, and it's stiff but still quite soft, and it gets at, you know, you apply and then you blend it out, you see? So I used it today for contour, and I feel like I did a light contour today, just a small, like a little bit of definition, just a smidgen, you know? And I think it works really great for that. It's a great everyday contour brush. Or if you are just somebody who prefers to lightly contour, this is a really great brush for that. I wouldn't use it on the nose. I think it's too big for my nose. But I do under the lip, right here a little bit. I do all along my chin, of course, on my cheeks and on my hairline. And I think it works really great for that. Again, this is the number 79 contour brush. Next up is a matte. Like this brush is so amazing. I've never seen a brush like this anywhere else. If you have, hit me up in the comment section and let me know, because I feel like this is a revolutionary brush right here. This is the number 66 Press Full Coverage Complexion Brush. This brush can be used for foundation, and it is shaped like the Beauty Blender because it is a blending brush. This is not a buff it, wipe it on kind of brush because it's so densely packed. The product really does sit on top, and you can do what I did today this. I did a makeup tutorial where I used this to blend out my concealer, and as you can see, it looks really flawless. I just I slightly wiped right underneath my eyes to get rid of the excess in my crease areas, like where I have the creasing, and then I proceeded to pat it in. And you don't want to wipe too much, so you just want to pat to blend it all in. I did that on all my concealer points on my face, all the high points on my face, and it turned out really beautifully. I have used this brush in the past to apply all of my foundation. I go in and at first with a foundation brush, like a flat one, just to get it all over my face, and then I blend it out with this bad boy. This is the bombest blender ever. And the way that it is shaped, it gets right in those corners. Bam. bam, it gets in your corners really beautifully. And then this little booty, I want to call it the little booty right here, goes around the softer areas of your face very nicely too. It's just a really great brush. Once again, number 66. They actually have this in a smaller version for concealer or for like, you know, detail areas. The last brush I am going to talk about is the number 61 all over face brush. This is my babes. This is my baby. I use this in every video. I don't think there's ever been a time where I set my face without this. And it's just awesome. I've had this brush for maybe a year and a half. I love this brush. And the bristles are really soft, as you can see, but it's also like huge. So when you're setting your powder, I love to just get the whole dang socket together because it fits perfectly in your eye socket, and you just pat 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 with the powder on here, and you have set your eyes and your under eye at the same time, and then you go over your cheeks, you're done. You go over your forehead and you're done. It's just so fast. Like, it gets everything done so quickly because it's so huge. And it stands up to cleaning very well. I think after a year and a half, I'm starting to see some of the bristles come out of place, but I've lost very, very few hairs. Very, very few. They're just so solidly made, these brushes. So there you have it. These are my babies right here. These are my roll dogs. Sephora Pro. I am holding a couple $100 in my hand. I'm not even gonna front with you guys like these are cheap. They're not. You can get a few on sale sometimes when they're starting to discontinue them, but generally speaking, you are going to pay what they cost. This brush was $32. This brush was $42. I want to say this brush is maybe $28 to $32, something like that. You know, they're expensive, but they're worth it. Once you get this brush, you don't need another one for a good couple of years. And if you take care of it, it could last you maybe 5-10 years. Who knows? As long as it's still working, you know, and you still got all your bristles, I don't see why you couldn't have these for an extremely long time. Thank you so much for watching my Sephora Pro favorites. If you also enjoy Sephora Pro, let me know in the comment section. If you've never tried it but thinking of trying it, let me know in the comment section. Let's just chat it up, because one of the most important things about applying our makeup are the tools that we use. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to spend a ton of money on brushes, because not every brush that's expensive works well or is made to last. Sometimes it's your more inexpensive brushes. I have Morphe brushes that I absolutely swear by. I have some e.l.f. brushes that are still going strong. It doesn't really matter how much you pay. It matters the quality and the function and how well you care for your brushes. So yeah, if you like videos like this where I talk about you know, my tools and why I like them and what they're for, like more educational videos, then give me a thumbs up and let me know that you would like to see more videos like this. If you are not yet a JeahBae, then you can become a JeahBae by clicking the red subscriber button. Once it turns gray, you will automatically be a JeahBae, and you can check out videos from me every Tuesday and Saturday here on my channel. And that's it. All the information on where to get these brushes will be in the description box below. Sign up for Ebates. I have a link for that as well, so you can get what's happening right now, 8% cash back on Sephora's website right now. Hop on it, y'all. And I will see you next time.